Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the month of November. It is your season. If you like the content that I share, please click the like and subscribe down below. And Scorpio, at the time when I'm doing this reading, like I mentioned, it's your season. It's beautiful. And you also have Mercury and Mars sitting behind you in your 12th house in Libra. And Mars is debilitated in Libra. And that can be a kind of uncomfortable placement. The 12th house is the house of our subconscious, it's our dream states, and it's also spirituality. And so you might feel really gravitating towards these themes, especially with Mercury sitting there and Mars. And some stuff might be agitated at this time within your subconscious to come to light. And that's kind of reflected in your reading here as well, which we'll get into. But I just wanted to reassure you that if you're feeling like this discomfort and you're wondering like, wait, it's my season, like, you know, I just want to embrace the fullness of this and like feel just so vibrant and wonderful, which it shows here that you are feeling that way. If you're having some hesitations, maybe like mentally, if there's something that's keeping you up at night, it could be connected to that transit, all those transits in your 12th house. All right, so Scorpio, your energy for November came up as the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I love to see this, and I'm going to hone in on that Queen of Wands. You're feeling vibrant, you're showing up here as exuberant, and it's from tapping into your own creative power that you're able to shine that light out into the world and create new opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands doesn't really wait for opportunities to come in for her. She is creating them. And it's almost like as part of just tapping into her creative gifts and then turning up the dial in a way where she's presenting those gifts out into the world. She's capable of like getting up on stage and broadcasting her work out into the world. That's how these opportunities come in to meet her. It's not just like a sitting back energy, right? So this is beautiful. I love to see that. And on the bottom of the deck for the 9-card spread, you got the Empress. This also came up as your energy. And I love to see this as well. This reminds me that actually Venus, at the time I'm doing this, is in your 2nd house in Sagittarius for Scorpio risings. This might even apply for sun signs. And with Venus sitting there, you might have this renewed focus around your resources, but also your self-worth. What you allow into your space, because the Empress doesn't just really get off her throne for just anything. She's very careful about where she's feeding her energy and what she's willing to invest in. So you might be feeling some focus with Venus there around your resources and, like I said, around self-worth. I'm going to skip the environment for now and just go into the 9-card spread. I started with your 9-card spread, and right at the top of the reading, you got the 3 of Cups in the reverse. And I was feeling like, Scorpio, if this message resonates for you, you're in a period where although you showed up as the Queen of Wands here, there is very much an energy of dodging bullets here that I'm picking up more strongly in the past. There were situations and people who they're coming up here as like agitators. Because see here, I'm gonna jump ahead here. You're the Queen of Cups here, and then there's this Knight of Swords. And the 3 of Cups is on the other side of you. It's flanking you. It's something you see, and I do sense this as like a third-party situation. Take that if it resonates. And it could be something that's coming to light right now with these gourds on the ground in the fall season, or it could have been from a fall in the past that all of a sudden, it's like you woke up to some situation that was happening. And do you see how you showing up as the Queen of Cups here made some conscious decision to guard your heart? And that didn't change the fact that you were surrounded by all these energies that brought to light something that was likely very sad, maybe even related to addictions in you and another person. And then you also have this aggressive energy like right on your back, Scorpio. So this feels like past energy. I think you know this if this storyline resonates for you, that you were constantly having to do something which is already uncomfortable for a Scorpio and become very malleable and move around these situations in such a way like maybe you haven't had to do before. And it required staying in tune with your star player, with yourself, and really focusing in on the healing of your heart space here. You might have gone into a little period of like isolation in the past as well in order to do this. Right underneath that, you have the star card. So the star indicating here this healing energy. Maybe you became more aware of your ability to tap in and connect with your spirituality, connect with your guides, something like that. Like, take this how it resonates. But there's something here about recognizing the star that's inside of you. The star is that healing energy. And Two of Swords coming after the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this just points more to this energy that was surrounding you in your past, how it wanted to keep you stuck and blindfolded to scenarios and situations in your life that were never good for you, that weren't going to go the long haul. And it's like, as soon as you became aware of it, that's when it set off and triggered all of these, like, this is more than one person. Like, this set off and triggered like different instances in your life where you had likely been really bound and stuck and you needed to break free. Hence the dodging bullets. And on the other side of the star card, you have the Lovers. I think coming up next to the star, there's a couple messages here that this was you finding unity and harmony inside of yourself, recognizing that you couldn't really focus in on your environment to give you any of that healing support. And in doing so, it made you stronger. It made you capable of finding that unity inside of yourself. But I also think that whoever this Knight of Swords person is in your past, they're showing up here as a past love situation. So this was likely someone that you actually saw yourself in underneath this, the Four of Wands. Whoever this Knight of Swords is, it doesn't have to be an air sign, but it can be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This was likely somebody that like you were already in partnership with. This could have already been an established relationship. It could have even been a marriage. With the Four of Wands, it also can be somebody that like, I'm sensing with this also, like it could be somebody like in the workplace, doesn't have to be, but this is somebody who showed a different side of themselves. This energy is so different than this energy or than this energy, right? And so something else, when this came to light for you, whatever you saw, this aggression came out that I don't think you knew really like existed in this person. And then on your bottom row, you got the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. I really like this. I think it's where you're headed, if you don't already feel this way right now. Feeling victorious over whatever this was. And in the past, like I said, you probably had to like clam up and pull back and tend to your heart. But there was something inside of that that led actually to your own victory, whether, you know, it's about other people seeing it or not. I think this is pointing towards the need to feel inside of yourself that you were actually victorious and putting in the hard work towards the stable foundation that you actually do desire is indicated there with that Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So I love this. This again feels like a future energy with moving victoriously, putting in the work into that stable foundation. Now, in your environment position, I'm going to come back to this because it just felt like such a separate energy, and it could be an earth sign. It came up as the Knight of Pentacles. A couple things here. If you're not quite feeling in that victorious energy, this could indicate that it's slowly making its way to you, that you're slowly meeting up with this energy of victory and stability and success, right? That could definitely be a note there. This could also be someone external to you who's just kind of like on the outside, maybe connected somehow to this Knight of Swords energy even. It could even be the same person. But there's something about like a lingering energy that is so contradictory to your energy coming up here as the Queen of Wands. Like the Queen of Wands is not waiting on a Knight of Pentacles energy, right? No matter what this is, if this was like a job opportunity, if this is a relationship, a friendship even, like the Queen of Wands is not waiting for the Knight of Pentacles to like make an appearance, or even become like the King of Pentacles, right? Like the next step on the journey. And so I don't know, something about this showing up in the environment. There could be a clear message here also of like not waiting for someone else's pace to meet you, like taking it upon yourself to move at your own pace I'm not suggesting impulsively, but like to move with that dedicated effort, that consistency, and like being unafraid to light the spark to move forward for what it is that you want to create. And one last message for you I got was from the Spirit Animal Oracle, and it was Parrot Spirit, watch your words. This ties in very much with what I was getting off of this, because even though this is a Queen of Cups, in the context of this storyline, it feels like a hermit energy. There's something here about knowing when to retreat and when to maybe even like tap into that hermit energy, not from a place of like fear about what anyone's going to do. That's not really it. But watching your words, because it's recognizing that that's a source of your energy, right? Like your heart space, protecting that is worth it. Going after your passions and what you're creating and putting out into the world is worth it. And however watch your words applies for you in your situation, especially as it pertains to any of these like confusing energies or people who would like to confuse you, maybe something like that. There's a message here around watching your words in those conversations or like around that topic. So, all right, I'm going to leave you with that. Happy birthday, Scorpio, and I hope you have a beautiful November.